Hey there, this is Frank with Electric Wheelchair Parts. I want to talk to you about batteries and changing out your old batteries for new batteries, replacing them. Every now and again, every two, let's call it 3 years, every 3 years or so, you're gonna find that your batteries aren't holding up the way they used to, and they go bad quicker than normal, and especially when you're going up a hill or taking long rides or whatever, they're lasting less and less, and you want to switch out your batteries. Well, there's a couple things that you need to know before you're doing some battery switching out. First is that, obviously every wheelchair is different, but the main types of batteries they're all lead acid and 12 volt batteries, but you have the 35 amp hours, the group 22s, which is 55 amp hours, and then the group 24s, which are the really big ones that are usually in the high end wheelchairs and or super heavy duty, high end or super heavy duty. So usually not going to see those, but so it's either going to be a 35 amp hour, which are called U1s, or the group 22s, which are 55 amp hour, which are just a little bit bigger and a little bit more range. Anyway, it's going to be one of those or the other, and when you're going to switch out your batteries, I'm just going to generalize here. Basically, most of them, you get to the batteries by pulling off the seat. You undo the lever, and if you can't pull it straight up, kind of twist it around, and it should slide out for you. Put that aside. The cowling, the plastic part's usually just held on by Velcro, so you just pull that off, and up and off, and then you should be staring right at your two batteries. My suggestion is just go to the batteries and read what you have. We can get them for you, just the numbers down below, so if you just want them sent to your house, that's no problem. We can get that done for you. But just make a note of what they are, and the numbers that you want to make a note of are the number before A, which means amp, or AH, which is amp hour. And it's either going to be 33 or 35, those are U1s, or it's going to be 55 or 50, those are the group 22s. Anyway, so aside from that, you're also going to want to look at the battery, and most of them are tabs. They have a tab on them, meaning that the connection to the battery is a square uplifted tab. It's about 3/4 by a 1/2 inch, and it's got a hole through it, and you put a bolt, and then you secure your battery cable from the wheelchair to that. The other type is a screw down battery, which means that the battery's actually got a recessed hole in it with threads, and then there's a screw that goes down, and it's about the same concept, only some of them are made for the tabs. Some wheelchairs are made for the tabs, and some wheelchairs are made for the screw down. Most common are the tabs. So anyway, you're probably going to end up with some tabs. Before you touch anything, switching them out, just do yourself a favor. This is important. Unplug your joystick or your control module. Just unplug it from the power source. Okay, so there's a lot of different plugs there. The power source is, the black and the red wire usually to the module, or if it's just a joystick, it's integrated joystick. Just unplug the whole thing, and that way, if you accidentally, as you're tightening up something and you maybe hit your wrench to the other side of to the other terminal, and you cause a short, you're not going to burn out your thing. Also, your joystick or your module. So additionally, I have seen it where when your batteries go low, like dead low, like 6 months or to a year without being charged, and it's nowhere to be, it's nowhere around, nobody's even touched it, but sometimes when your batteries get that low, I don't know why, but it must be like some sort of final kick, or like some final short, but times I've seen it a lot, 10 to 15% of the time, if you just let your batteries go dead, they put the chair in the closet and never touch it, then somehow it fouls up your joystick, like it'll send a short through your joystick. So if you're going to store your wheelchair for a really long time, the batteries are in it, just unplug the joystick or the control module just to make sure. Okay, so then that's really okay. So once you have the correct batteries, what you want to do is you want to replace them one at a time. Make sure that you just take one out, put one in, redo the connections, do the same thing with the other battery, and you should be solid. Then when you're done with the replacement, take them, plug back in your joystick or your power module, and hopefully when you hit that on button, you're good to go. So I hope this helped out.